Victims in yesterday's triple homicide on Indian Summer Drive.
Yeah, so one of those, a 5-year-old boy. Investigators say Eric Ashley, Arkia Berry, and her 5-year-old son Landyn Brooks were fatally shot yesterday evening around 5:30. Officers found them in a crashed car on Indian Summer Drive. That's right near the Echo Highlands neighborhood. First responders confirmed they died at the scene. Officers say the driver of the car crashed into someone's yard following the shooting.
That car's riddled with bullets. Somebody shot into this car with multiple people inside, killed a child.
The boy as young as 7 or 8 years old in the car with who police believe to be his parents. This scene unfolding near Echo Highlands Park in Birmingham. It's just a few blocks away from Pinson Valley Parkway in the northeast portion of the city.
July 13th, 2024. Echo Highlands, a quiet corner of Birmingham. Kids chase ice cream trucks. Neighbors swap stories on porches. Then, gunfire. A silver Honda Accord becomes a slaughterhouse. Arkia Berry, 28, a hairstylist whose smile lit up the block. Landyn Brooks, her 5-year-old son, a kid with NFL dreams in his eyes. Eric Ashley Jr., 28, her boyfriend, a man ready to build a family. They're in their car, moments from a park day. Then, boom, bullets, dozens of them, ripped through glass, metal, flesh. No warning, no chance. This wasn't random. This was an execution. Over 30 rounds fired with surgical precision. The Accord's a wreck. Windows gone. Lives extinguished. Echo Highlands Park, where swings creak and kids laugh, is now a crime scene. The killers peel out, their dark SUV vanishing into Birmingham's maze. Why? That's the question burning through the city. Revenge? A debt? A secret buried in their past? The streets are whispering, but the truth's playing hide and seek. Birmingham's no stranger to violence. In 2024, the city logged 151 homicides, the highest since 1933. That's 77 killings per 100,000 people, a rate rivaling global war zones. Guns drive the carnage. Over 80% of 2023's 135 murders involved firearms. But this case cuts deeper. A child, 5 years old, shot in his car seat. Landyn Brooks' death sparked outrage. Vigils, protests, a $25,000 Crime Stoppers reward boosted by Mayor Randall Woodfin's Child Homicide Fund. Birmingham's fighting back, but the pain's raw, and answers are scarce. At Dark Truth Files, we don't just tell stories. We feel the weight. We honor the lives lost, the families broken, the cities scarred. Tonight, we're peeling back the layers of the Echo Highlands execution. We'll walk you through Kia's vibrant hustle, Landyn's stolen spark, Eric's quiet strength. We'll relive the day of the ambush, chase suspects through Birmingham's shadows, uncover twists that flip the case upside down. We'll confront the gun crisis tearing communities apart and ask, how many more have to die before we act? This is a story of love, loss, and a city's rage. If you're new, smash that subscribe button and ring the bell. We drop gripping investigations every week, and your shares keep these voices alive. This story's heavy. Violence, a child's death. It's real, and it hurts. But it's a story that needs telling. Let's start with the heart of this tragedy. The lives of Kia, Landyn, and Eric. Who were they? What dreams did they chase? And how did their light shine before it was so viciously snuffed out?
Mom, if you want to leave me, comment down below and scratch. Mom, you look ugly when you come pick me up. Mommy, I love you so much. Mommy, I love you so much.
Let me tell you how to get them stinky ass crab legs off your hands after y'all eat them. Get you a lemon. You just wash your hand with the lemon, basically. Just clean them up real good, you know. Yeah, I might need some hard hands while she be doing too much. Go to the bathroom, bitch. Get you some motherfucking soap. You clean the motherfucking hands. Yeah, clean them up. Yeah. Then next thing you know, bitch, you gonna be smelling like lemons instead of feet. Go, Landyn! Run, Landyn! Run, Landyn! Yay!
At 28, Arkia Berry was Birmingham's own, a hairstylist who turned passion into power. A proud Parker High School grad, Kia fought her way through cosmetology school, license in hand, dreaming of her own shop. Her Instagram was a masterpiece. Vibrant wigs, intricate braids, makeup that popped like fireworks. But Kia was more than her craft. She was a beacon, a woman who made every client, every friend, feel like they mattered. Kia's social media was her heart laid bare. She posted about late-night steak runs, lemon drop cocktails, her hustle as a single mom. "What's good, fam?" She'd grin, her charisma leaping off the screen. She loved Birmingham, its grit, its soul, its rhythm. Her salon was a sanctuary. Clients spilled secrets, laughed over gossip, cried through heartbreaks. Kia listened, her laugh a cure for any pain. She was everybody's sister, a client said in an interview. Her chair was a throne, her salon a community hub. Family was Kia's anchor. Her mother, Tisha, called her my glue. Kia threw barbecues, planned holiday gatherings, checked on cousins. Growing up on Birmingham's east side, she knew struggle, poverty, sirens, the shadow of violence. But Kia was a fighter. She hustled, saved, dreamed of a better life for her son, Landyn. Her resilience was her crown, her love, her legacy. She wanted Landyn to soar, to escape the chains she'd broken. Kia's humor was infectious. In one reel, she teased a client's kid, sparking giggles that lit up the room. Moments like these made her a neighborhood star. Her salon wasn't just about beauty, it was about connection, about lifting others up. Kia was Birmingham's heartbeat, a woman who turned pain into purpose. Landyn Brooks was Kia's everything. At 5, he was pure magic, eyes sparkling, spirit wild. His grandmother, Tammy Brooks, called him a gift from God during an interview. Kia captured every milestone, first steps, first mama, first birthday, sharing them with her thousands of followers. Landyn was her reason, her joy, her future. Landyn was set to start kindergarten in August 2024. Kia was all in. New sneakers, a backpack, pencils with his name. But football was his world. Birmingham's youth league worshipped him. Kids got lightning in his legs, according to his coach during an interview. At Wahuna Park, Landyn ran circles around bigger kids, his quick cuts earning him the nickname Lightning. Kia was always there, screaming his name, filming every play. She saw him in the NFL, breaking Birmingham's cycle of struggle. In a city where dreams often die young, Landyn was a beacon. His games at Wahuna Park pulled crowds, uncles, neighbors, kids chanting his name. Football wasn't just a game, it was a ticket out, a chance to rewrite the script. Kia dreamed of him on a big stage, free from the streets that claimed so many. His loss wasn't just a family's, it was Birmingham's. A theft of a future that could have changed everything. Eric Ashley Jr. was Kia's rock. At 28, he was steady, loyal, the kind of man who showed love through action. He entered Kia's life in 2021 after she lost Landyn's father in a 2020 tragedy. Eric was her calm. They met at a block party, his quiet charm cutting through the noise. Eric loved Landyn like his own, coaching his football team, teaching him to throw a spiral, building a family one moment at a time. Eric worked construction, grinding long hours to support Kia's dreams. He wasn't flashy, jeans, a cap, a quick smile. He and Kia planned a future, road trips, a bigger apartment, whispers of a ring. They were building something real. Eric's love was in the details. Packing Landyn's snacks, fixing Kia's car, holding her through tough nights. He was her safe place, her partner in every sense, until a hail of bullets tore it all apart. Kia, Landyn, and Eric were a unit, their bond a testament to love's power. They had plans, big ones, a house, vacations, Landyn's first NFL game. But on July 13th, 2024, those dreams became a nightmare. Let's walk through that day, minute by minute, and uncover the horror that changed Birmingham forever. July 13th, 2024. Dawn's bright in Birmingham, Alabama. The air's thick, summer heat clinging to the skin. Echo Highlands hums with life. Kids on bikes, grills smoking, music bumping from open windows. Arkia Kia Berry is in high spirits. Her Instagram story at 1:45 p.m. lights up. "Park day with my boys. Landyn's gonna tear it up." She, Landyn, and Eric Ashley Jr. are planning a trip to Echo Highlands Park. Swings, snacks, maybe a quick football toss. It's a perfect day, or so they believe. Kia's Honda Accord, nicknamed Silver Bullet, is ready by 5:30 p.m. Landyn's in the back seat, clutching his football, chattering about touchdowns. Eric's in the passenger seat, teasing Kia about her off-key singing. The park's a short drive from their home on Indian Summer Drive, just a few blocks. Echo Highlands Park is the neighborhood's heart. Green fields, a playground, families soaking up the evening. But tonight, something sinister waits in the shadows. The Accord pulls out, Kia at the wheel, her playlist bumping. They're laughing, carefree, unaware of the eyes tracking them. According to news reports, witnesses later noted a dark-colored SUV parked at the park's lot, positioned oddly, as if ready to bolt. Kia's focused on Landyn's excitement, Eric's cracking jokes. The park's in sight, its swings glinting in the fading sun. It's 5:48 p.m. There are moments from joy, moments from death. 5:50 p.m. Kia's Accord rolls into the parking lot. The SUV still there, unnoticed, its occupants hidden. Viral reports a witness saw it parked at an angle, engine running. Kia's about to park when hell breaks loose. It sounds a relentless storm of bullets. Dozens of rounds tear through the Accord's windshield, doors, seats. Kia's hit instantly, slumping over the wheel. Eric takes multiple shots, his body jerking. Landyn, strapped in his car seat, is caught in the barrage, his football falling to the floor. The attack is cold, calculated. Over 30 rounds from at least two 9mm handguns. The Accord veers off the road, crashing into a ditch near a residence on the 1700 block of Indian Summer Drive. The SUV peels out, speeding through the park's single exit, gone in seconds. Neighbors hear what they think are fireworks, then screams. The Accord's a wreck, windows shattered, bullet holes everywhere, blood pooling on the seats. The carnage is unthinkable. Kaya's slumped over the console, her phone still in hand. Eric's motionless, his seatbelt tight. Landyn's in his car seat, his tiny body riddled with bullets, his football stained red. Shell casings litter the parking lot, glinting like coins in the dusk. The park, a place of laughter, is frozen, its innocence shattered. Residents stumble out, some calling 911, others staring in horror. A 911 call logs at 5:53 p.m., reporting a crash. Birmingham police arrive within minutes, expecting a wreck. They find a slaughter. This was no accident, Officer Truman Fitzgerald said. It was a targeted execution. The victims are confirmed dead. Kia, Landyn, Eric, each struck multiple times. The scene is gut-wrenching. A mother, a child, a man, their lives snuffed out in seconds. Officers secure the area, their radios crackling with urgency. The community floods the scene. Neighbors, some in tears, others praying, watch as police cordon off the park. Tatisha Berry, Kia's mother, arrives, collapsing at the sight. Tammy Brooks, Landyn's grandmother, clutches a photo of her grandson, unable to speak. Word spreads fast, dominating several news channels. 3 dead, including a child, reporter Olivia Goche says, her voice heavy. Birmingham's reeling, the news a dagger to the city's heart. Echo Highlands is shaken. This isn't supposed to happen here. The park's a haven, not a killing ground. Birmingham's 2024 homicide tally, 151 by year's end. Feels personal now. A child's death, a family erased. It's a wound that festers. The question echoes. Who did this? Why? As police comb the scene, one thing's clear. This was planned. Someone wanted Kia, Landyn, and Eric dead. But who? And what drove them to such brutality? The Echo Highlands execution isn't just a crime. It's a call to action, a reminder of Birmingham's struggle with gun violence. As the city grieves, the hunt for answers begins. The Birmingham Police Department, BPD, launched a manhunt the moment the Accord was taped off. The crime scene screamed intent. Shell casings, bullet trajectories, a getaway plan. For months, leads were thin, the city holding its breath. Then, February 7th, 2025, a name, Chakorian McGregor, 25, arrested and charged with capital murder. The news hit like a grenade. Who is he? And what ties him to this slaughter? McGregor's no stranger to Birmingham's underbelly. 2021, guilty of receiving stolen property, sentenced to 20 years, 3 to serve. By 2024, he's back at it. More stolen goods, plus carrying a pistol without a license. He's a fugitive by July, dodging court dates, living in the shadows. But triple homicide? That's a leap. BPD believes he's central, maybe the trigger man, maybe the planner. They're cagey, but the evidence is stacking. McGregor's world is Birmingham's dark side. Receiving stolen property often ties to fencing, moving hot goods, quick cash. His gun charge screams street life, a readiness for violence. But jumping to mass murder? That's next level. Police hint he didn't act alone. The attacks scale. 2 guns, 30+ rounds, suggesting a crew. McGregor's the face, but who's behind him? And why target a hairstylist, her kid, and her man? The motive's a black hole. BPD's tight-lipped, citing an ongoing investigation. But the ambush's ferocity, dozens of bullets, no survivors, screams purpose. Let's dissect the possibilities, piecing together clues from investigations, but by late 2024, Leads stall. The SUV's a ghost. Witnesses clam up. Hope fades. Birmingham's holding its breath, praying for a break. April 2025. A bombshell drops. Investigation reveals that Kia sent a text as she lay dying. At 5:51 p.m., seconds after the bullet stopped, she typed one word to a friend. Chakorian. Blood on her hands, life slipping. She named her killer. The message found on her shattered phone cracked the case wide open. It tied Chakorian McGregor to the ambush, suggesting Kia knew him. A salon client, a street connect, a figure from her past. The text is a haunting clue, raising more questions than answers. The text sparked a frenzy. How did Kia know McGregor? Why him? BPD re-examined her phone, social media, client lists. A salon regular said during an interview Kia had a weird vibe with a guy months earlier, but no name matched. Some said McGregor was a client, others a dealer she'd crossed. The text's power lies in its mystery. A dying woman's final act, pointing to her killer but leaving the why in shadows. Kaya's text led to McGregor's arrest on February 7, 2025, on Vondale Lane. BPD's crime reduction team, with marshals and parole, cornered him after a tip. Capital murder charges followed, 2 or more deaths, Alabama's harshest rap, carrying life or the death penalty. The evidence is damning. Ballistics link casings to a 9mm tied to McGregor's 2024 gun charge. Surveillance places the SUV near his hideout. A witness, identity protected, saw him at the park hours before. But here's the twist's kicker. BPD hints at a second shooter. The gunfire's volume, the SUV's escape, the planning, it screams team effort. The SUV, a stolen 2020 Ford Explorer, had partial prints. No clear owner. McGregor's silence in custody fuels speculation. Is he shielding a boss? A gang? Posts claim a big player is still free, but no names stick. The investigation's alive, chasing phone records, social media, snitches. Kaya's text was a spark, but the fire's still burning. The twist reshaped the case, giving Birmingham hope. But the motive's absence keeps the wound fresh. Let's look at where the fight for justice stands today, and how we can keep Kia, Landyn, and Eric's names alive. As of May 14th, 2025, Chakorian McGregor sits in Jefferson County Jail, awaiting trial for capital murder. His arraignment, a tense affair covered by news channels, outlined a case built on Kaya's dying text, ballistics, surveillance, and a protected witness. The charge, murder of 2 or more persons, carries life without parole or the death penalty. The trial's slated for late 2025 or early 2026. The DA methodical, the evidence strong, but gaps remain. A second shooter, hinted at by police, is still a ghost. The SUV's partial prints are cold. The motives a void. For the families, the wait is agony. Tytisha Barry, Kia's mother, said during an interview, "My babies can rest when he pays." Tammy Brooks, Landyn's grandmother, struggles to comfort her other grandkids, who ask why Landyn's gone.
A vigil and balloon release in honor of loved ones whose lives were cut short.
WVTM 13's Aaron Llewellyn is live and local tonight from Railroad Park, where family and friends are gathered. Aaron, the vigil just started a couple of minutes ago.
At Railroad Park, like you said, where the family of Landyn Brooks is gathered here at Railroad Park to host this vigil tonight. Now, it was supposed to start at 6 o'clock, and people are still showing up. As you can see behind me, there are a lot of people who are here to remember the loved ones that were lost. Now, again, it was supposed to start at 6, and people are still showing up, but they are saying that this is a way for them to grieve and heal during this tragic loss.
For Tammy Brooks, the grief of losing her grandson is overwhelming, but she takes it day by day.
I really just put my faith in God, knowing that He sit high and He knows everything, so that helps me to carry through.
5-year-old Landyn Brooks was shot and killed nearly 2 weeks ago. He was sitting in a car in the Echo Highlands Park neighborhood with his mother, Arkia Brooks, and her boyfriend, Eric Ashley. All 3 died and no one has been arrested.
I will ask God to have mercy on both of them and for them to ask for forgiveness and, turn themselves in.
Brooks' son Ladarius was found dead in a burning apartment in 2020. The unanswered questions she still has about his death make her grief that much harder to bear.
It was like a womb open up again with a lot of unanswered questions. And I only can just stand in faith, praying and hoping that God bring justice to both of their cases.
But the most difficult part of her grief is staying strong for her other grandkids, Landyn's sisters, who just want to know why their brother was taken from them too soon.
Now they thinking about their dad and they saying that it's not fair. It's just not fair because their dad and their brother is gone and they like, Grandma, we don't have no justice. We don't know what didn't happen to them. We just got to go by day trying to understand.
But Brooks still has faith her son and grandson's killers will be brought to justice.
God is a forgiving God, so he can forgive them and maybe they'll have another chance with turning their lives around, for it won't be so many more murders on the streets of Birmingham.
Tammy's grief is layered. She lost her son, Landyn's father, in a 2020 unsolved murder. It's too much, she says, voice hollow. Birmingham's cycle of violence feels like a curse, each loss compounding the last. Birmingham's fighting to heal. 2024's 151 homicides, a grim peak, eased in 2025. 19 killings by March, a 47% drop. But the scars run deep. Alabama's gun laws, open carry without permits, no universal background checks, fuel the bloodshed. Per the CDC's 2023 data, 48,000 U.S. gun deaths. Birmingham, 70% black, bears a disproportionate toll, systemic inequities amplifying the crisis. Landyn's death, one of 15% of 2023's child shooting victims, per the Gun Violence Archive, is a rallying cry. Mayor Woodfin's initiatives, youth programs, violence interrupters, aim to stem the tide, but it's slow. News channels reports community demands for stricter gun laws, more policing, better schools. We can't keep burying our babies, a mother says at a vigil. The Echo Highlands execution isn't just a case. It's a mirror, reflecting Birmingham's pain, its resilience, its hope for a safer tomorrow. Arkia Berry was a dreamer, her braids weaving stories of love and hustle. She was Birmingham's heart, a woman who turned pain into beauty, struggle into strength. Her laugh, her light, her legacy live on in every life she touched. Landyn Brooks was a comet. His football runs a promise of greatness. At 5, he carried a city's hopes. His smile, a spark that won't fade. Eric Ashley Jr. was a rock. His love for Kia and Landyn, a foundation that held them tight. He was quiet but fierce, a man whose loyalty defined him. They were a family, bound by love, torn apart by violence. To Titisha, Tammy, and all who loved them, your grief is ours. Your strength inspires us. We honor Kia, Landyn, and Eric, not just by mourning, but by remembering. Every braid, every touchdown, every quiet moment. Their light shines in Birmingham's fight, in our fight for justice. The fight isn't over. Share this video, subscribe to Dark Truth Files. Keep Kia, Landyn, and Eric's names alive. Birmingham needs you. They need you. Here's our question. Why do you think Kia texted Chakorian as she died? Was he a salon client, a street figure, someone from her past? What's the motive behind this massacre? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Keep it respectful. Keep it real. Let's spark a conversation that honors these lives and pushes for truth. Until next time, stay sharp, stay safe, and keep chasing justice.